First up this morning, a very special quilt that marks a very sad moment in our nation's history. It is called the Ground Zero Quilt, and in the middle are pictures printed on fabric of people who died at the World Trade Center on September 11th, 2001, and it's just one of several quilts on display now as part of an exhibit that is called From the Heart.
And you can see that exhibit starting tomorrow at the Wisconsin Museum of Quilts and Fiber Arts in Cedarburg. Melissa Ralstad is the executive director there. Thanks for being here.
Morning.
Thank you so much for having me back.
What a beautiful piece of artwork and memory and tribute.
Yes, it really is. I mean, the artist, Lois Jarvis, is a Madison artist, and she took the grief that she was feeling and translated it into this amazing work of art. There are actually 750 people that were killed at the World Trade Center that are actually represented in the quilt.
And I want to talk about that one in a second. We'll step out of the way, but first this huge one behind you. I'm going to move just a little bit to the left here. Tell us about this. There's so much great color in it. This is actually for AIDS remembrance, right?
Right. This is made by an artist named Carol Bryart Fallert Gentry, and it is one of the quilts that was, it's an AIDS memorial quilt. So it's one of the quilts that was displayed on the National Mall in 1996. The total quilt with all of them was 46 tons, took up the entire National Mall.
Wow.
And what she did, she was a flight attendant for United Airlines, and this was done for the United Airlines Foundation. So it's meant to commemorate all of the people from United Airlines, the employees, the staff, the passengers who died from AIDS. And the We Remember is actually repeated in 15 languages around the globe. And the quilt has visited 26 different cities throughout the United States and Europe, and in each city, employees were invited to sew the little red ribbons on. So this isn't just her, this is everybody remembering.
Yeah.
And this is just a part of the larger whole.
This is just a part of the larger whole. Each of the panels is 12 feet by 12 feet, which is what this one is. So we're really excited. This is on loan to us from the Names Project Foundation.
Okay.
And again, the whole idea is to remember all of those people. That original quilt that on the National Mall represented 94,000 people who've been lost to AIDS.
Wow.
Beautiful tribute again. We'll step out of the way just so we can get a better shot. You've already talked about it, but I really want people to be able to look in there and see that these little triangles and diagonals are faces.
They're all
truly faces.
Yeah.
I don't know if I think we are tight enough where you can actually see that those are faces. That's incredible.
Right. And the artist used this pattern, it's called a Lone Star pattern, in order to have that sense of an explosion, and then the border is to contain it. But this quilting that's on here is meant to look like the chain link fence that was put up around the World Trade Center.
Oh, this gray here.
And the gray actually represents the mourning that the city felt, the gray, the smoke, the fog that was in the city as a result of the attack.
I've been to the new memorial too, and it's so beautiful, but there's that feel there, as with many memorials that you go and you just feel the heaviness of that space.
You feel the heaviness of the space. Both of these are meant to remember the people though. And to help with that grieving process and to help with the healing process.
Very beautiful.
What I love about it is that from a distance it just looks absolutely gorgeous. As you get closer, you feel, I mean, if you're a loved one, a friend, and you look and you see that person's face on here, it's just so personal.
It really is. And what the artist did is when they found the faces, so when they got all of the different faces, there is a grid that they have that shows you and identifies each person by name.
Wow.
So you can actually see who each of these individuals are too, because this represents real people.
Wow.
There's other events, lectures, things like that going on at the event. What can people find at the From the Heart?
Yeah, we got to bring out our fiber arts. Come on out, Danielle.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
In addition to these two amazing pieces, we also have things like this, which isn't it adorable? This is made by the Women Incarcerated Giving Back Project, which is run at the Ellsworth Correctional Facility in Union Grove, Wisconsin. So this is actually knitted by prisoners, by female inmates. And they've created and donated over 3,000 items.
All fiber arts?
All fiber art. In this case, they're all knitted items. And they donate them to area charities a lot with...
Bring the basket too, if you would, Danielle. I'll hold this for you. Thank you.
Yep. a lot of those pieces are given to like neonatal units and others.
Okay.
As part of the exhibit as well, in addition to the pieces that we've already talked about, we've also got, we're also celebrating 100 years of 4-H. Because 4-H is actually celebrating its 100th anniversary. And so we've got 2 pieces. This is a dress made by Vernell Johnson in the 1930s. So
Incredible.
it's actually from the 1930s.
Oh, wow.
It's in great condition.
She's from Door County.
Yep.
Look at this dress.
the
I mean, it's like this
4-H dress.
beautiful, yeah, and I'll turn it around. Look at the
isn't it
beautiful
adorable?
collar. Oh, that is so sweet.
And then this basket was made by 14-year-old Frankie Dufik.
No way.
Just last year. So, and last year she
Amazing.
won.
Look,
I know.
hold that real still. Look at all those tight
That's incredible.
woven pieces.
Well, and the interior is actually different than the outside. It's a double-walled basket.
Turn that against.
Oh my gosh, this kid's got a future.
Wow.
Well, she started to learn to weave when she was in 2nd grade with 4-H.
Wow.
So it shows, you know, some of the amazing things that 4-H is teaching our youth.
Truly.
And the leadership skills and the artistic skills they're teaching our
Every
kids.
time you guys are here and we look at some fabulous quilts and fiber arts, I think, well, next time they come back, they're not going to be able to top this.
Right.
And every time you
Each time
come
we do.
back, yeah, you just bring the most incredible. And I've told you before, I didn't have really an appreciation of quilts and quilting until some of the things I've seen from the museum are absolutely fantastic. You have to go because it's in Cedarburg, and you have world-class pieces, things that come from all over the world.
Yep.
These are a little closer to home, but incredible. The From the Heart exhibit is going on starting tomorrow, April 9th through June 22nd. So you have until June 22nd to see this incredible museum, and there are all these different events going on. There's a family fun day on Saturday, April 26th, and there's a crocheting with fabric happening in May, and then university days, and there's a fiber arts rummage sale, rugs, quilts, a lot of fantastic things for people to see and grow an appreciation for some of the things that people are doing, the handwork of people all around the world. So it's in Cedarburg. There's a phone number there. WIQuiltmuseum.com is the website to visit.
In the spirit of From the Heart, the museum is actually waiving its normal admission fee during this exhibit.
Really?
So it is free to come in to actually see these wonderful and amazing works of art. So we really encourage, you've got no reason not to come this time.
Yeah.
Sure.
So.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Thank you so much. And thanks for bringing all of these and setting them up.
My pleasure.
And letting
really
us take a
beautiful.
look.
My pleasure.